Good afternoon, all. Just a second here. It is purplish, but ain't no Waukesha in here. I promise you. We'll be moving to the next reading of Growing Up Ghetto. All right. After leaving home, I went to Rob's house. He wasn't there, so I walked to Walnut to get on the grind. On 98th and Walnut, the crack spot, East Oakland. Knock on me, I got Herm's work, I yelled out from behind the cyclone fence. 3 hours in, and I've been home 4 times. Paid Herm his $400. These last 4 rocks I have are all mine. 2 rocks now, I just served a 40 knock. 30 minutes later, I'm finished. $80, all mine. Herm, you ready for me to run off another count for you? Toby asked. For sure, young Tobe. Herm says he gave Superfly the hand signal to bring more yayo. I tell you, man, I'm gonna give you a G count, Herm said as he removed a sandwich bag containing 10 smaller Ziploc bags with 5 $20 rocks in each one. I'll get right back at you as soon as I finish, Toby said, taking the sandwich bag and putting it in his underwear, deep under his nutsack, moving immediately down the block like somebody just put an Energizer battery in his ass. If I was caught on that spot with that G count, I might get a trip to YA, juvie for sure. As I tell myself moving down the block, go on ahead, keep it moving, little daddy. Now I could just get back to the house, stash this, come back at least 2 more times. With 200, I could give Herm 400 of his money today. At Dolph's house, 88th and Plymouth, East Oakland. Meanwhile, back at Dolph's house, Tiny ain't here. She went down to Emporium Capwell's with her grandmother, Dolph told Lakita, holding the front door open with nothing on but boxers and a hard dick. For real, Dolph? I thought she'd be over here, Lakita lied. She saw Tiny leave with her grandmother right before she came to Dolph's house. In fact, they sat and talked on Tiny's front steps. The topic of conversation was Dolph's dick and how good he fucks. A talk that always left Lakita's pussy dripping wet and very curious about Dolph's dick. Nah, you want me to tell you came by? Dolph said. Yep, I guess so. Dolph, let me use your bathroom, Lakita said. Dolph stood to one side of the door as Lakita walked in. Well, that is, she took 4 steps, then faked as if she saw something of interest on the floor and bent down all the way over, purposely pushing her ass up in the air. Damn, girl, you're doing way too much, looking like a Wells Fargo stagecoach with all that wagon you dragging, Dolph said. That was enough right there, but Lakita had to add to it. My mama told me it's a sin if you can't let a nigga stick it in the back end, she said. Dolph quickly flipped every lock on the door, made sure the curtains was closed before he replied. Lakita, need some help in the bathroom with them tight-ass jeans? Tiny wouldn't like that. Plus, you know that's my girl, Lakita said. What Tiny don't know won't hurt her, Dolph said. That's all Lakita needed to hear as she unsnapped the top button of her jeans and looked at Dolph with a wicked grin. What's up? Lakita said. Dolph did not reply. He dropped straight to his knees, looking like he was going to bust a blood vessel as he hurried to unzip Lakita's jeans and started pulling them down, looking as if he was praying at her feet. A big smile came across Lakita's face above Dolph's head as she thought to herself, I got this nigga. Stepping out of her panties and lay back on the couch. In what seemed like one motion, Dolph was on top of her, inside of her, and coming. What the fuck, nigga? You nutted? Lakita said, my bad. Oh shit, that was good. Dolph said. Lakita's thought to, I got this nigga, turned the thoughts to, what the fuck was Tiny talking about? Not only can this nigga not fuck, but his dick as little as a bobby pin. Her thoughts turned to Toby and how he had fucked her. No, he had made love to her. Damn, that was the best. She switched reels again, this time to anger towards Toby, because she could not openly go after him because of his rep as a dirty punk. Damn, if he was just clean or at least hardcore. Thinking more and more, she worked herself into a boiling point as she started to dress. Dolph, you know that dirty ass nigga Toby be running around here with rocks in his pocket? Lakita said. Hell nah, that broke ass nigga on motherfucking Yale. Dolph said. He do. Somebody needs to jack his punk ass, Lakita said. He'll have no fury like a woman scorned, even if you don't know you scorned her. Dolph thought to himself, the next time Toby comes through, it's gonna be pocket check time. Still unsure if the shit had any truth in it. Lakita, how the fuck you know Toby be having rocks? One thing that nigga ain't is dumb. He wouldn't tell you shit, Dolph said. Remember when we was over here that day and he asked me to go to Food King for him and give you some dry salami? Lying like a seasoned politician with no hesitation. Lakita said. Yes, I remember that day, Dolph said. When we got outside, he came at me on some could we work a twist shit. I was like, hell nah, dirty ass nigga. Then he showed me some rocks. Lakita said, that did it. Dolph was convinced. And when and wherever he seen Toby, it was going down. He was getting his dirty ass jacked. For some reason, Dolph felt himself getting mad thinking about Toby walking around with rocks. Dolph thought to himself, punk ass nigga. On 98th and Walnut, crack spot, East Oakland. Toby was back on Walnut, posted up for the 5th time today. Block was on fire. He couldn't keep enough rocks. One white couple came through and spent $100. They were tweaking so hard, he gave them 5 dimes. They came back again right after he served a 40 knock and spent $200. He told them to hold on while he went to the side of the apartment building and broke every $20 rock he had and 2. Came back and threw it in the wife's hands, crumbs and all. When everything was said and done, he came out with $240, not counting the $80 he had at home. Superfly, where Herm at? Tobe asked. In the back of the apartments on the top floor, Superfly said, as he walked under the stairs towards the back of the apartments, calling out to him. Thank you, Superfly knew right where Herm was. Never reveal a player's position. We all learned that early in the game. Misdirection is the best direction in these streets. Nigga, I'm doing shit. What you want? Herm said. He unfinished, nigga, Tobe said. What, like that? Damn, you out here posted up like a stop sign, Herm said, trying to pump Tobe up to sell more. It was knocking. I mean, a lot of customers were out there, Tobe said. For sure, young Tobe. Come back here. I'm about to give your ass a fat 2,500 count, Herm said. Nah, blood, I gotta get to the house before Mom start tripping, Tobe said. Alright, press on. But get up with me first thing tomorrow, Herm said. Okay, I will. I'll holler, Toby said. As he walked down Walnut, he crossed over to Holly. Then Toby seen Mel, T-Roll, Gist, Scarface, and Tom, jam-packed in a 4-door canary yellow 1973 Caprice Classic with a black top, black guts. They stopped in front of Tobe, scaring the living shit out of him, until he realized who they were. This nigga Tobe, this stole himself. He must have thought we was some Stone City niggas. Gist said. Gist was talking about a group of cats that Funktown was warring with. In fact, 2.5 to 3 weeks ago, 3 cars and 20 cats from Funktown, all with aluminum baseball bats, went to Stone City on 106 and jumped out and started hitting niggas upside the head like they was the New York Yankees. I knew who y'all niggas was, Tobe said, lying like a rug flat on the ground. What you doing, Tobe? T-Roll asked. To the house. Where y'all coming from? East Mall. I'm just getting fitted for the Run DMC concert tonight. T-Rose said. All right, Team Blood, I holler. Tobe said. Funk or die, T-Roy yelled out. Everybody in the car followed the war cry used by the Funktown members on all occasions, but more before the fighting and the shooting. Funk or die, the whole car yelled as the music went up and the pipes from the car roared down the street, sounding like a racing car. As I walked on, I thought to myself, that's why the block was knocking so hard. Everybody getting ready for the concert. I should have got that 2,500 count for Herm. No, Toby said out loud as he came to him like a church bell. No, Toby said out loud as it came to him like church bells in his head. I know what to do. It's time to make my move. As he changed directions, no longer headed for home.